We're back talking about how men and women use sex. Caryn, you think all men are obsessed with sex. Why do you say that?
Well, I think if you just have experiences with men, you get to learn that's what's happening.
And what experiences have you had?
Well, throughout my career, I think that if you're a woman, a professional woman, you can't help it. You're going to have men coming on to you all the time professionally, and unless you want to cause a lot of trouble or do harassment, you have to learn how to handle yourself, not turn the person off, but yet still be flirtatious and sexual and deal with those kind of situations. That's reality, Cybill.
Well, have you ever used sex to get what you want?
Only since puberty.
Yes, absolutely. You probably did it today.
Only since puberty.
Is that right?
Yeah. What do you use before
Okay,
that?
guys, what do you think?
No, women actually should use their sex to get ahead, for God's sakes.
To get ahead?
Well, I remember a girlfriend in college, and I thought, geez, it's fun. Why don't we just do it? And she was sort of saying, unless you talk to me from your head and listen to me, I'm not going to give you head. And so they wanted to be related to. And what happened is, because I had to ask for it, I started getting pouty and sullen. And women, isn't that a real turn on when the guy in your life is pouty and sullen and begging and whining? Isn't that one of the things that just warms your heart? It's terrible.
No. Women can smell that stink on you from miles away.
Absolutely.
When you're single and desperate, they can smell it from 10 miles away.
What's so terrible about talking before you have sex?
Exactly.
Isn't talking supposed to be good?
Guys,
I mean, what's so terrible?
Well, talking with someone is different than talking at them or talking over them. When you're talking over someone, you make them feel small and important. Make them feel like an object, like someone you're just masturbating into. You need to talk with them.
Masturbating is wrong?
Into another person because it makes them disappear.
That's what I heard. I heard that other than growing the fur in your palms.
Masturbating is excellent, actually.
No, it's true. It actually is one of the big differences. Women love to sit around and talk about it before, during, and after. And guys just don't care. Once it's over, it's over. But also, when you ask...
And they also fall asleep.
Which is not
and they can't help
necessarily
themselves.
True. But I have to admit...
Yes, guys actually...
They actually have a sleep response.
Oh, they do? They can't help it?
Yes, once a guy has an orgasm, a lot of the time he can't help it. He feels sleepy.
Yeah,
and women get insulted.
That's why I don't do it in the car anymore.
But not all men.
I wanted to hear about that.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons women should let men use them for sex is that men feel pathetic when they resort to masturbation or they resent to hooker.
Oh,
that's not
that's
true. I don't think that's true at all.
I
think most guys in this audience...
All the time. It's very healthy.
I think most guys in this audience would
just want
rather
women-
masturbate
they want
than have
women to
sex.
watch
Isn't that
them.
right?
Oh, I love that idea.
Spoken as a single guy.
That's one of the reasons the whole business is so good.
I'm sorry, you were saying something. What did you just say that I missed in the audience?
No. Most guys would rather masturbate than have sex.
Well, it's easy. You don't have to please your
That's
hand.
not what the guys tell me.
No, that's well. They're not going to tell you
That's
that.
what I'm saying. It's not as good as the real thing.
Would I rather masturbate than have sex? Oh, Christ. Does this air in L.A.?
Do we have to choose
Will my
one or
girlfriend
the
see
other?
this?
Do we have to choose one or the other?
No, I don't think you do.
let's not.
But he just made the statement that men would prefer,
Yeah,
so I'm just asking.
Yes, I think men would prefer that, yeah.
And so you would prefer.
So you don't have to
Is
be
it because
bothered?
it's less trouble?
Well, because you can get it over with and then go on with your day.
It's very efficient.
Well, one of the things,
The night before.
Because even an orgasm with a woman or orgasm with yourself is exactly the same thing. It's exactly the same thing.
The cleanup is different.
Yeah.
well, except sometimes when,
I mean,
for me,
Look at the women in the audience. Oh, my God!
One of the criteria I have for men is that they have got to leave.
They've
When
got
they're
to leave?
finished, they got to go.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, they got to go.
Masturbation is
Immediately.
much easier. You know, the night before.
Immediately?
Oh yeah. Do I want to talk
But
to
what
them?
if
I
you
don't
want to do it
think so.
again?
Well, that's what
Oh well, we'll just see
They'll
if
have
that
to pay.
we'll. No, I'm talking about just in some personal relationships. But you're right about women wanting to talk and it making it difficult for me when I'm doing. That's one of the reasons I don't enjoy doing women as clients. Because,
Oh, but you do, women as
Yeah, I
clients.
do.
Oh,
I
boy.
do. But I don't do too
Do
many.
they have a mommy-daughter thing going on?
Oh, I haven't had that, but they do want to talk.
that right?
and they want to they want to develop a relationship more. Where men.
Is that the same price, by the way?
Yes.
It is, all right.
No, it should be more.
When you women vent, when you women talk verbally.
Oh, you're doing vent again.
I'm doing venting. When you do that, how does it feel to just vent and blither into thin air? Don't you want to hit someone like a guy's ear with those words? Don't you feel like you're off the deep end if you start venting just into thin air. You want that guy's attention.
Yeah.
You want to knock into him, and that's what men want to do. When men masturbate into thin air, they have a pretty good range, I guess. But
It depends on the size of
when
their-
men do that, especially if they're
I don't think
married,
it has anything to do with size.
if men are married,
You don't think
one
it
thing
has
if
to do
you're
with
single,
size?
No.
Well, actually,
Do you?
actually,
Wait,
yes.
I'm
think
sorry,
you
Mark
may
is
be the
saying something
expert on
important.
this.
No, when men are married and they prefer to have sex with their wife, but the wife doesn't go along with it, then they feel pathetically driven to these other ways, and then they feel resentful towards the wife, and they're there with their hands saying, look what she drove me to. And
Yes,
then they
they
start
do.
to pout, they get sullen, they call you, and their marriage starts to deteriorate because they're turning into a liar.
They need to grow up about masturbation and take care of
Exactly.
themselves.
That's absolutely true. I think that masturbation is a healthy thing.
I don't think all men feel that way.
And women need to know that men masturbate, and women should masturbate.
Well, we're not
and you know
talking
what?
about sneezing
women
here
should
either,
watch
right?
men masturbate. I mean,
Women should
There's a
watch
little
men
more-
masturbate.
sure, why
Oh,
not? Then
Should we do
okay.
a, should we do a whip
definitely.
around here and see how many times you do it?
Should it be the one they're
You wanna
involved with or
start, Mark?
someone across in the other apartment?
It's just part of the smorgasbord.
Well, it's just
part of
one
the
more thing
smorgasbord.
that you do to relax and have fun, and why not? Do whatever feels comfortable.
Exactly. Well, and
It's
you-
a reality.
Right.
So I guess you
Masturbate.
feel uncomfortable with that, Mark, huh?
well, plus you don't have to, once
yourself.
when you're having
Masturbation, that is.
No. This is my right-hand friend.
He's just saying if you have to do it too much.
But then what happens is if the left hand doesn't know what the right hand's doing, then you have an orgy.
By the way, you know what they should do is
Oh,
somebody's
wait a
gonna.
minute. Hold on everything. Hold on, everybody. We've got an audience question.
Okay.
Hold on to whatever you got.
This is hard for us to contain ourselves.
Welcome. What's your name?
Donna.
Hi, Donna.
I just want to, I'm engaged to be married, and my question is, should I allow my husband to have sex whenever he wants?
Whenever he wants.
With you or
Whenever
with
you
someone
want.
else.
You or someone else, or under what circumstances?
What?
Under what circumstances?
Well, why wouldn't
Whatever his circumstances are, because obviously he's coming to me if I'm saying whenever he wants. So what if I
you?
don't
Well, how
feel
about whenever
well?
you want?
How often do I want when I feel like? How often do I want now?
Save shutting sex down until you're married. That's my advice.
And I would say,
Spoken from
as
someone
often
who's
as
never been
you
married.
can have sex, I mean, what Tim is saying is, don't stop this. You know, be everything that he wants you to be before you get married. I say keep doing it after you're married. As often as you can, have sex. If he wants to have it, have it. You want to have it, why not? Have a great time. Have a lot of fun. Turn it into a good experience.
Do you think you should be allowed to tell a man everything that's on your mind and have it come out your mouth without thinking about it, without any kind of holding back? If he can't hold back sexually, do you think it's wrong for you to hold back, or do you say, oh, we're just sharing, this is a way to get closer? It's a bunch of BS. Most men feel like they're pushed against the wall with a lot of these details.
Okay, when we come back, what's it like living with a man who demands sex 24 hours a day? No ifs, ands, or headaches. Ouch. Stay with us.